Hey everyone, this is Deepak, and in today's blog video, I'd like to talk about a very important topic, and I made some notes to make sure I cover everything. And we are going to call this the myth of niche marketing. And you probably have heard of this concept of, finding a niche and then doing a marketing. And there are a lot of myth around that. And I was having a conversation yesterday with a financial advisor, and he asked me this question. And I always find that when people are asking me questions in my meeting, I'd like to, share something with a blog video so that I can create that education and awareness to many more people who tend to follow me or watch my videos. So let's start by talking about what is niche marketing. So let me just kind of break it down in a very simple level. So niche marketing is a strategy in marketing which is essentially a targeting strategy. So you take a look at your entire market and you find a target market. You narrow down a group of people that you are trying to now focus all your energy in marketing, and that is really what niche marketing means. You're finding a niche group of people and then you're going to target. Some example of niches that are very common, specifically within financial advisor community, is doctors and dentists, right? The medical professional niche, for example. There are people that are looking after teachers, an education, provider niche. Then people look after, nurses. People look after salespeople. People look after IT professionals. And you can use titles, based is a very common way of niching, but there are many different ways. Like some people like to focus on women, and that could be a niche. Some people are specifically micro niching by focusing on divorced, women, for example, and stuff like that, right? So there's a lot of opportunity and creativity you can have in looking into a niche market. So that is essentially what it means, right? So now you kind of have a good understanding of what is a niche marketing. Now let's talk about, the mistake I see most people make, and this is, very common for me, and I've seen it for a long time. And the mistake most people make is they believe that for them to have a successful marketing strategy in their practice or business, they have to have a niche. And I see people have started for a long time, like last 2-3 years, people have been on this mad race of finding a niche market and their marketing. So you go on LinkedIn and you see many advisors say, I help doctors do this, I help teachers do this, and stuff like that, right? So the mistake is, people are doing that. And the reason people are doing it, there are three main reasons. One, it is a very popular concept. Second, it logically makes sense, and theoretically it makes sense, right, to market to a group of people so that you're more efficient. So that is kind of the logical side of it. And the third, and also probably the main reason why people are doing it, is because, marketing coaches and marketing gurus started to teach this, many years back. And that became a very common thing people had in their training courses, programs, seminars, events, and stuff like that. So I think that has led to this mad rush of niche marketing for the last many years. Now, just to give you a very simple example, I think this will bring home the point of how we want to look about niche marketing. So most people that are making mistakes are basically dating a niche. And niche is not something that you want to date. Niche is something that you want to get married. Yes, you can have a little bit of date before you want to get married, but niche really works in business or marketing if you commit and if you get married to a niche. So in my case, for example, in our financial advisor focused business, which is the advisor learn part of our business, we got married to financial advisors and insurance agent niche. That's what we do. Now in Fintello, which is our software that we're offering, we are expanding that niche to consultation-led businesses. So more than financial advisors, anybody else who is trying to, grow business with consultations, service providers, I think that's going to be a niche. Now in our case, we are absolutely married to a niche. Like in the last 4 years, we have not taken any clients who are not financial advisors. So niche is more of a lifetime, or at least a very long-term commitment you need to make. So just keep this example of dating versus marriage, and only get married if you really are committed for long term, if not lifetime. And that is the one way to look at it. So then the question you might have now is like, do I need to have a niche? Do I need to get married to live a happy life? Right? So let's talk about that for a second. Do you need to have a niche? And that was kind of the question that the advisor asked me yesterday, and hence this blog video. The short answer is no. Just the way you don't have to get married to have a successful life or happy life in today's world, even though I highly recommend you should get married. I'm married as well, and I think it's a good thing to do, but it's a choice. It's not mandatory. Similarly, to have a niche market, you don't need to have a niche market. In fact, I'm going to make an opposite argument today in this video for financial advisors specifically. So if you just look into a financial services product category, just look into what actually you guys offer to market, right? So at a very high level, there are three group of solutions. So there's an investment solutions, and you can do market-based investment like stock, bond, ETF, mutual fund, stuff like that. Or you can do alternative investment like real estate investments and farms and other stuff. So that's an investment category. The second category is in insurance category. And you can have term insurance, permanent insurance, and a whole bunch of solutions from estate planning to tax-free and all this stuff, right? So that's the second product category. And the last one is planning. Like, there are a lot of advisors that are doing financial planning led. They're creating a plan, right? And that's a great thing to do. I think of the all the three categories, planning is the only one, honestly, that have any relevance to a niche. And even then, I'm yet to find an advisor, and I've spoken to over 3,500 advisors in a one-on-one consultation for like an hour to hour and a half call in the last 4 years, and I'm yet to find even a single advisor that truly have really solutions that are targeted only for one market. Almost every advisor, product category, and the way they solve problems of retirement, investments, insurance, it is applicable to a broader group of people. So the point I'm making is that in your business, if your services and what you do, it is tailored to a broad group of people, then marketing strategy of a niche is almost like faking it, and you shouldn't do that. Because then you're lying to your market. You are pretending someone that you're not. Again, just to give an example, in our case, because we're married and we have a niche-based product and solution, we don't take any other clients. Like, if any other advisor any other businesses looked at our training platform or our advisor side of the business, it won't make sense to them, and hence we don't intake any client. But that's not true for financial advisors, right? If you're offering investments and insurance, you can offer to a group of people. Hence, niching probably is not even the right thing to do for most advisors. And as I said, that's not to say that you can't do it. You can absolutely do it. And I'm sure there are a few advisors out there that may have successfully done it, but I'm yet to find one. And I've spoken to all kinds of advisors, even advisors that are managing over $1 billion under management. And I'm yet to find one. So, the nature of your product and services does not require you to niche. And then the question comes like, okay, so if you don't need to niche, then what is more important? Like, how can we get results? Like, most advisors are niching in marketing because somebody told them that if you want to get your marketing working, which means if you want appointment and client and lead generations and client acquisition, you must niche. That really is the thing. And now today I told you and explained to you in greater detail that you don't need that. So then you might be thinking, then how will I get appointments? How can I get results? Well, what is more important than niche is a process, or you might also call it a system, of how you can drive someone that you don't know into appointments. And for that reason, and we have been building this process and system for a long time. In fact, in my training program, for many years now, we have been telling advisors to pay more attention to the process before even looking into any niche market. And again, I can give an example of process in a very simple manner. So imagine, like, you're trying to go on hunting, right? You're trying to hunt something. And then the first thing that you need to master is you need to master how to use the gun, right? And that is the process. That is the system. How do you hold the gun? How do you load the gun? How do you refill the gun? How do you point the gun? How do you pull the trigger? All the steps need to be figured out. And that's really is a system. Now, that is what you need to pay attention on social media, be it LinkedIn or Facebook. Because once you master that, or at least learn that, then you can shoot anything. You can shoot a chicken if that's what you want, or you can shoot like a deer, or you can shoot a tiger. And that is really market segment, right? You can start with like a new, younger people, you can go to high net worth people, you can go to business owners. That's kind of the different market you can attack if you know how to do that. The mistake advisors make is they just focus on the target and they got no process or system. They might even have a stick in their hand and they're trying to kill a tiger. You're not going to do anything. So that's like a simple way to look at the importance of a process. And because of that reason, we invested and built our own platform called Fintello, as you see here. And Fintello is designed to, simplify the entire process of social media, lead generation, marketing, and everything. And we continue to see great results. We just onboarded a client. He started a month and a half back. Yesterday when I checked all his stats, he had booked about 9 appointments from LinkedIn. 5 of them are in sales stage right now. And these are high value client, could be anywhere from $10 to $15 or $25,000 commissions or revenue for the advisor. So we see just mastering the process, you can actually really, really go further. And you can get extreme amount of success if you master the process and you also have your niche. But again, I don't think for most advisors, niching is as important. Just have a good process in marketing that is deep, like what we have on Fintello, and then just have a good product, service, solutions, and get better at giving people, high returns, making sure people retire comfortably. Make sure that you're doing all that well, and then just work with a group of people that needs your help. Honestly, marketing is not complicated. So again, I hope this helps. If you have any questions, do reach out to us and please share this video if you like it. Also subscribe to my YouTube channel where we release one of this video every week. Thanks a lot for watching.